Ou bien rebonjour Montréal, l'événement a commencé, ou commence tranquillement. Je suis présentement en compagnie encore de Peter McNeill, qui est... hi Peter, how are you?
Excellent, how are you?
Really good.
I'm really looking forward to a great prediction session today in Montreal. We have over 200 people registered. Very, very exciting. Very cold outside. Inside is the place to be, or watching online.
It's great, and I have to give you some background on who Peter is. So Peter, you're the senior manager managing...
I'm senior manager of marketing for Deloitte's TMT, so Technology, Media, Telecommunications Industry Group for Canada.
Okay.
So we're doing this event across Canada. Montreal, we're going to Calgary next, and Vancouver and Ottawa.
So it really is a roadshow.
It is, yes.
It's like a technology predictions tour, Canadian tour,
That's
national
right.
tour.
A Canadian tour led by someone that you'll meet later on, Duncan Stewart,
Okay.
who co-wrote the global predictions, which we'll talk about in a couple of minutes.
Okay, so that's great. So this year, something is new this year. It's you've decided to cover it in a different way than what you usually do.
Absolutely. We've decided to, based on a lot of your feedback and input, we've decided to use a lot more social media channels to cover the event. And we've been experimenting with this for a few months now, starting to get a lot of momentum and starting to get a lot of news and information out into the social media channels. Mm-hmm. And I think the response has been incredible. Yesterday in Toronto, we had over 500 people registered, and that's almost 3 times what we had last year. Wow. And I think, sure, a lot of it's the economy, how, the state of the economy and how things are doing, and people are concerned and they want information and they want to know what's happening. But I think a lot of it also has to do with social media. New people came that we'd never met before, never seen before. We talked to new groups, new audiences, and there were a lot of people online watching a live feed yesterday in English in Toronto.
They were actually 200?
Yes, it was amazing. It was amazing. So we were really, really excited about this. This is really, really fun.
Well, this is great. I'm particularly curious about to see how Montreal is going to happen, because there's lots of IT consultants here, and they like to talk and give their opinion and challenge everything that is said. So the purpose, I'm going to say it in French, le but aussi aujourd'hui, c'est de voir tous les influenceurs, tous les gens qui sont les intervenants des technologies, puis voir qu'est-ce qu'ils pensent en fait des prédictions technologiques de Deloitte de 2009. Puis je sais qu'il y a plusieurs personnes qui ont confirmé sur Twitter, comme Benoît Descaries qui est en route, Martin Hirsch qui est aussi mieux connu sous le nom de Safe Solvent. Christian, je sais pas si on peut voir encore, je sais qu'on l'a montré plus tôt, mais là notre blogger boot, I love to talk about the blogger boot. Notre blogger boot est tout installé. On a Laurent qui se prépare tranquillement à faire des petites vidéos plus intimistes. On a Annie Bolton qui va travailler sur notre site Flickr. On a François Hubert qui s'occupe de l'éditorial et de notre Twitter. Puis on a Nathalie Mansouri qui est la spécialiste web sur le site de Deloitte.ca. Donc nous, on continue encore avec Peter McNeill. Can you tell us a little bit, I don't want to hear about the predictions,
I can't tell you, even if you ask me. Yeah, I'll give you a little bit of background. We've been doing this for 8 years, and we do this globally. And what happens is that we go out halfway through the year, and we start to survey CEOs of large companies, medium-sized companies around the world, and we talk to all of the Deloitte partners. So thousands and thousands of people we talk to, and we ask them what they think the trends are, what's hot, what's coming up in 2009, what's important, what's going to impact your business, these kinds of things. And we put it all together, and we produce 30 global predictions, 10 for technology, 10 for media, and 10 for telecommunications. And then what we do in Canada, also before I say that though, Duncan Stewart, who you'll meet later on and you'll see speak, Duncan Stewart in Canada, based in Toronto, writes these predictions along with 2 other people around the world. So they take all that information, write the 30, and then Duncan creates 10 to 12 Canadian predictions, ones that he thinks are going to have a big impact on the Canadian market. Mm-hmm. So after 6 months of doing all this, we're now ready to launch these predictions, which is why we're here today. So it's a lot of work, a lot of research. So even though you won't hear about all that research when Duncan speaks, there's a lot of facts and figures behind that. So Duncan will say, this is what I think is going to happen. He's saying that based on all the research, all the statistics, all the analysis that's been done. And that came up yesterday. A lot of people were tweeting us and saying, well, where's the research? And, this is just an opinion. It's not just an opinion. It's a lot of research. But Duncan doesn't have time to present all the facts and figures.
Yeah, he was saying that he had 200 seconds per predictions to present for the show not to be too long.
Right.
And in fact, he wanted us to mention, and I guess the people who are at home right now, l'avantage. OK, l'avantage pour les gens qui sont à la maison, c'est que présentement, si vous allez sur le site tmtpredictions.ca/FR, donc tmtpredictions.ca/FR, vous pouvez avoir les versions en PDF qui sont déjà en ligne, des prédictions technologiques. On l'a pas annoncé. What I'm saying is that for those who are at home right now, they can access the PDFs of the predictions.
That's correct.
Right now at the French URL is tmtpredictions.ca/FR.
Yeah.
So if you're at home, you can read them and comment or ask questions. So on our official Twitter channel, which is like twitter.com/Deloitte Canada, vous pouvez poser des questions sur toutes les prédictions technologiques si vous avez des questions. Puis nous, on va essayer d'avoir un 5 minutes au moins avec Duncan Stewart, qui est à l'avant présentement, pour pouvoir lui poser des questions par rapport au secteur des télécommunications, des médias et des technologies. So how are you feeling?
I'm feeling very excited. The room's starting to fill up.
Yeah, slowly but surely.
Yeah, so I'm anticipating we could have standing room only in the room. You never know. Yesterday in Toronto, we had to get a separate room for the overflow. We had that many people. So this may be the case today. We'll see. Yeah.
So is the Omni Hotel ready for that?
We're ready for anything. So we'll... it's a good problem to have, of course.
Yeah.
I'd rather have too many people and have to deal with it. So, I'm really excited about it.
Okay,
very much.
Great.